your thoughts on sort of the monolith, the way he sort of has been describing Jews as this big agenda? Because I know you have relationships with all different kinds of Jewish people.
Yes, yes, I do. I think he's in a dangerous area. You know what I mean? Like not too many. I think look, I'll forgive him for the things that he said because I already identified with something's going on that I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's become his new mannerisms and his behaviors consistently with just doing things like even the White Lives Matter thing. There's nothing for me to say about it though. I watch it take place and I just look and I go, okay, yeah, that's him doing what he does, like what Kanye would do, and a lot of it, even the original Trump support thing was a little out there for me. You know what I'm saying? But look, everybody looks at things, they navigate things differently. And one week is I don't want my kids raised by white women, and then the next week is I want to go home. So you don't know exactly what
Right,
it
right.
But you're
means.
not
So
wrong
crazy.
about that.
Yeah, crazy is unpredictable. Unpredictability is entertaining. You don't know what's gonna happen next. And he's offering a description of crazy, but when you start getting in certain areas, they're not gonna actually be compassionate for what's going on with him, or because he's not crazy where he doesn't know what he's saying. He knows exactly what he's saying.
Right.
Well, now, Fifth, it's interesting too because you will, and I think all of us, like I have this element of myself. I bug out, my team be like, "Yo, you bugging," and I'm sure
Uh-huh.
you have that on your team too, where something will tee you off and you ready to burn everything down. Who want what? Like let's. But and I see Kanye in that space right now where he's angry about like he's mad at so many things that he's ready to go at everybody about everything, right? And what is it that you use to kind of recenter yourself? How do you, because you're known as somebody that'll pop off and go into teardown mode
It
if you
depends
feel
on
the need.
it when the things if what's motivating his behaviors is coming from business, like the Gap deal falling apart and then being angry with Adidas and different things, then it would be focusing to recreate those deals so I can do it the right way instead of
Mm-hmm.
venting and that, because those are the two big things that I see happening outside of the other stuff that's right there. But that like other stuff is basic. It's just look at me stuff. If you can't, when you look at the albums, when you can't put out, his audience is not the hip hop consumer right now. They're past it and they do things differently. Like when I say to myself, "Where's my core audience?" They're grown, bro. They're not going to buy the
Right,
record. They're not going out to the nightclub every available moment. I said
right,
your core. Let's say your core audience was in college having an adult experience at that time. This is when going out is the most exciting thing for them. They're making their own decisions, and they can get lucky. Everything could just happen, right? So when if you look at that now, that those people are 43 years old now, right? So
Yes, we are.
they're, they're grown. They have that drink that they would have on premise in a nightclub in the privacies of their home. If they're
that's
successful, they
right.
have a wine cellar. Or they got a bar. They do it in the privacies of their home. They meet the person that they hang out with somewhere else, not in the nightlife, like because the kids are partying there, right? So when you see the artist release records and you don't see the number, that's by design. That's not by accident. A number wouldn't be something that you'd be excited about right now. The only
Right,
person
and
I've
that,
seen,
and you've consciously made that adjustment to releasing content for people that are specifically in your demo.
Chilling at
right,
home, watching TV shows.
right. This is when you put the song on the television show, they see it and hear it so often that they buy the song and it still sell a million pieces of Big Rich Town.
Right.
There's still a way to do it. You know what I mean?
And you think,
Without,
and are you saying that you feel like Kanye's struggling to figure out how to move that audience around a little bit, and that's causing some frustration too?
I don't think you can. You know how they
Mm,
say want this thing forever, man? You can't have it forever. It's hip hop.
right, right.
You can have a moment. You can have a run,
Mm.
but you can't have it forever. It's not possible.
You don't, Fifth, do you ever think about, like, does it ever, like, do you ever have a thought of, I want to drop another monster classic album, or you've moved past that, you're happy with the time you had on top in the game?
If I give them an EP that they feel was a monster, then if I call it a soundtrack and I put 5 or 6 songs of my material inside it, and they love it, then I'll still have the same gratification. I'm on tour right now. I just did Prague last night. The O2 sold out. I do it again tonight. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm on a world tour right now, so it doesn't. What I need a new CD to do it.
You don't. You wouldn't even play any music from the new CD if you had one.
I 2 songs from the new CD.
Right. That's, you add one song. That's it.
That's all it would fit. You know, like this is look. We starting to enter that stage where Prince was at, where he could say, "Yo, I'm gonna do a show tonight," and it sells out.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Like for hip hop culture, like love music. Remember, used to require buttons. R&B, you can't tell the difference between Chris Brown and the other R&B artists. Matter of fact, when we did Tycoon, the only thing was the problem was the R&B artists. They got an issue with what you think when you say you, the singer. They think you said the sucker.
Well, yeah, a lot of these R&B dudes, they got a chip on their shoulder. They be ready to fight if you think they can't.
Yeah, you think
they
be
ready.
Ready to go.
Yeah, ready to go. 50 Cent, man. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm honored to have him back on the program.
I'm really coming for Rosenberg and for noted if you two leave, I'm never going to see him again. I won't ever have to talk to him again.
Yo, make sure you check out that podcast, man. Surviving El Chapo drops tomorrow on iHeart. And then this weekend, we get that BMF documentary on Stars. And then after that, the Hip Hop Crime Series, too, man. We appreciate you, bro.
It's a pleasure, man. You know, always.
Yeah, keep working, man.
Thanks, Fifth.
Thanks, Fifth.
All right, man.